Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Galloway. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Galloway. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Galloway. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him to the ball in the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
That's caught by Sims. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. We're scoreless after 1. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Galloway. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Chiefs sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hands it off out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Galloway. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Galloway. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up.
You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Galloway gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake. Galloway.
He's got Granson, his tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
First down, New York.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
To throw on 2nd down, Galloway. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Galloway. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Galloway. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go play fake. Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having to kick.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the counter, it's Hall. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Complete. Smith has it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Mahomes. He gets it to Sims, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the RPO, that's complete right side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Galloway. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Galloway buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Galloway flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.